Hi, I'm Rachel Vitulo and welcome to How To Hair. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a twisty blow dry on your own hair. If there's anything in particular that you'd like to see, please make sure you comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe. Welcome to my channel. Hello. The shampoo and treatment that I use in my hair every time I wash is the new Deep Clean shampoo from 11 Australia. I really love this shampoo because as a first wash, it takes off a lot of product buildup and oil buildup on your scalp. So this is a really good first shampoo to use. The second shampoo that I wash my hair with is Hydrate My Hair from 11 Australia. Because my hair is a lot drier than normal because I am blonde, by infusing the hydration into my hair just makes life so much easier when I style. Every time I wash my hair, I will always use a treatment. Once again, because I am blonde, I use the Keep My Color Blonde treatment. The reason why I love this is because it keeps my hair really beautiful and creamy in tone, but it also adds hydration and repair into my hair. So once again, makes my life so much easier when I style. So that is my shampoo and treatment routine. I'm now going to talk about prep product. Prep product, once again, is really important. If you don't use the right product, you won't be able to achieve the end result that you need. The product that I always will apply in my hair when I'm creating any style at all is the Miracle Hair Treatment. I use this product as my foundation product for any style that I do. The reason being is that this product has a heat protectant in it. When you are using any heat in your hair, you want to make sure that you are protected. So the Miracle Hair Treatment has got a heat protection in it. It also has a detangling agent and a really good styling agent as well, but it won't leave any residue in your hair whatsoever. That is why this is my go-to product for any style that I create. So the way that we apply this product is we get 2 to 3 pumps, work it really well in our hands, and we're going to apply that to the mid-lengths and ends on damp hair. With any excess product that you have on your hands, work it well through your hands again, and we're just going to massage that through the root area. As I was saying before, because this product won't leave any residue in your hair at all, you're more than safe to use the excess all over your root area. My hair naturally is fluffier, so what I also like to do is take the Smooth and Shine Anti-Frizz Serum, 1 pump, work it really well in my hands again, and I'm going to apply that through my mid-lengths and ends. By using this product, it's just going to make my life so much easier when I style. I'm going to use a wide tooth comb and rake that through from root to tip just to make sure that the product is applied evenly throughout. Now I'm going to take out a lot of the moisture before I create any movement. What this is going to do is just cut your time in half by taking out a lot of that excess water. So using my hairdryer, I'm going to make sure that the hairdryer is pointed down towards the floor the entire time. What that's going to do is just make sure that I don't get any frizz in my hair. What a lot of people struggle with is reaching the back area of their head, and sometimes it can be a little bit awkward by having your hands and a hairdryer and a brush all the way in that back area because you can't see what you're doing. This way to reach the back of your head is part your hair where you want it. I'll be parting my hair in the center today and continuing that all the way down to the nape of the neck. Essentially, we're splitting the hair into 2 sections. I'm clipping away the entire right side. I'm going to be working with the left side from the nape of the neck all the way up to the top. You'll be moving all your hair forward, so it makes life so much easier to reach the back of your head when you're creating any style. Going to take my first section 3/4 way up the ear. When blow drying your hair, you should split the hair into two sections. So starting with the root area first, what you want to do is make sure that you dry that root area but also smooth that root area out. Taking my medium-sized brush from 11 Australia, once that root area is dry and smooth, we're going to create movement in our mid-lengths and ends. So by breaking this section up into two, it just allows you not to get lost and confused and making sure that you get roots and mids and ends each time. Working in that mid section, what we're going to do is work down the hair, twist the hair 360, work down the hair, twist again, and then work all the way through to the tip. Continue this motion 2 or 3 times on the one section to make sure that it's really nice and dry, and also make sure that we get that really beautiful curl. Using the natural oils in your hand, we're just going to smooth that section out and just check that it's nice and dry too. Moving on to our next section, we're going to be taking horizontal sections, working up to the top of the head. So my next section is just above that ear area. We're going to take this section at the back of the ear, and once again, working with the root area first, we want to make sure we get that really nice and smooth and dry, and then we're going to create our movement through the mid-lengths and ends. Now going to be working with the back section here. So as I was saying, sometimes it can get a little bit tricky and a little bit awkward when working with the back of the head. So by having that center section in the back, we can actually push this hair forward, reach all the way into the back of the head without it being too tricky. Our next section is going to be at that recession area, which is right here where the temple is, working all the way back into the center of the head. With this top section, I'm actually going to leave that last because I'm going to be working through the part, and I'll explain why when we get to that point. So I'm going to clip this section out of the way, and we're going to work now on the right hand side. Now I'm working with the top section, so taking the section from my left hand side and the remaining section from the right hand side. We're going to be taking horizontal sections starting from the hairline, working back into the crown area. Now I have a longer curtain fringe, so I find that the easiest way to blow dry that is taking our first section at the front. And what we want to do is dry the root area of this section first. We want to dry this section 100%, but just using our fingers. What that's going to do is just let that front section fall as natural as possible. Now that root area is dry, what we're going to do is just create a half moon shape into the mid-lengths and ends. Now going to split this section into my center part, and I'm just going to create that 360 movement like I did for the rest of my hair. Now when blow drying this top section, what we want to do is continue taking horizontal sections, working all the way back into the crown. But what we're going to do this time is take a horizontal section and blow dry the root area only, then take the next section back, blow dry the root area, all the way back until we reach that crown area. When that's done, we're going to split that into our center section and then create our movement through the mid-lengths and ends. So the reason why I blow dry that root area first is to allow that root area to have a little bit of height. If you blow dry each side of that section downwards, it's actually going to sit really, really flat on that root area. So by blow drying through that part in there, it's just going to allow a natural amount of lift. Another reason why I blow dry through the part and then split that section is because we want to marry all of our sections together so we don't see exactly where we've blow dried as we work into the back of the head. So now that root area is done, I'm just going to split this section into two and just blow dry the mids and ends in that 360 motion that we did. Now that every section is complete, I'm just going to turn my hairdryer onto cool, and then I'm going to blast that cold air through my hair. What that's going to do is just seal off the cuticle, make the hair look like it's really nice and shiny, and also just help marry in all of the sections. I'm now going to take my wide tooth comb and we're going to rake that from roots to ends. By using the combination of Miracle Hair Treatment and Make Me Shine Serum, makes my life so much easier when I'm blow drying because it allows me to control the frizz. But because my hair is naturally curly, I can create this movement by just using those softening products. If you find that your hair isn't like this texture and that your hair is naturally a lot straighter or that you have finer hair, I would always recommend using a texturizing spray when your hair is wet. So once you've applied your Miracle Hair Treatment, because that is your foundation product, you apply your Miracle Hair Treatment and then a texturizing spray like sea salt spray, through your hair. What that's going to do is give your hair a really gritty texture. So when you are doing that 360 motion through your hair, by having that grit is actually going to create that movement for you so much easier. So if you find that your hair is medium to fine and a lot straighter naturally, I would always recommend using a texturizer like a sea salt spray onto damp hair before creating any movement. If you have hair like me that is a lot curlier naturally or quite frizzy naturally, all you have to do is just use your miracle hair treatment and a shine serum to allow you to control that frizz a lot easier. I have a lot of new growth on my root area, so what I'm going to do to finish off this look is use the Give Me Hold Flexible Hairspray from 11 Australia. You want it to look nice and clean and healthy and shiny, so I just recommend that you spray from about 30 centimeters away. And that is how I create a twisty blow dry on my own hair. If there's anything in particular that you'd like to see, please make sure you comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe.